Yes, this is Bill from the front desk, and we've been receiving several complaints about the noise emitting from your room.
Noise?
Yeah, a lot of noise, loud TVs, people yelling, people running through the halls and going back into your room, all that kind of nonsense.
Oh, you got the wrong party.
No, this is room 109, is it not?
Right.
Well, that's the room that we're talking about. That's the room we've identified as a trouble spot.
Well, I hate to, I beg to differ with you, but my buddy's been asleep here for about an hour and a half, and we haven't done a dead burn thing.
Have you guys been
We hadn't even been here until about 9 o'clock.
Have you been drinking?
Well, if I have, that's my business.
Well,
you
make it our business when you run through the halls.
In my room.
See what I'm saying? You make it our business when you run through the halls yelling.
Wait a minute. Halls? There is no hall.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, the sidewalk outside.
We're not running up and down the sidewalk. We haven't been. And as a matter of fact, I'm rather aggravated that I'm being accused of doing anything in particular otherwise. I mean, I haven't even stepped out of the room in almost 3 hours. I mean, it's ridiculous that you're accusing me of doing anything in particular, even at this time of the evening.
I'm just letting you know this is what the situation is as it stands, and,
Well, now, wait a minute. You're accusing me of doing something that we have absolutely not done. We have not done anything. I haven't done anything. I mean, I'm sitting in this room, laying on the bed, watching the TV. I haven't moved anywhere. And I resent that, as a matter of fact, being charged with something that we have obviously could not have done.
My security doesn't make mistakes, sir.
I don't know, and I don't care, but it's
My security doesn't make mistakes, sir.
Excuse me?
My security doesn't make mistakes.
Well, who it is has obviously made a mistake because we haven't done a dead burn thing.
Okay,
Just open the door. I mean, is there a light on? Is there anybody running up and down the hall? Is there any noise other than this little bit of TV? And it don't go up, it's so loud anyway.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know what the situation is, and if we receive any more complaints coming from your room, I'm going to send security up there.
Well, that's fine. You just send them on down, because we're just sitting here in the room doing what normal people do at this time of the evening, fixing to go to bed.
Well, I don't know that for a fact, and I don't...
Well, yeah, but you don't know it to not be a fact. If you peek out the window, you'd see that room 109 is just as quiet as a mouse, just like every other room.
Well, there's been reports of some sort of party going on down there. And
party?
I can't have that. I really can't have that.
Wait, hold on. A party? What party? My buddy's been asleep for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm fixing to go to bed. Party? I mean, walk on down. Is there beer cans littered here and there? Is somebody creating a disturbance? Is there anybody in the parking lot? Is there any lights? Is there any noise? I don't think so.
Well,
and if you just step out your damn motel room or your little office or whatever, my God, you could verify that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't step outside my office without security.
Well, bring your security in with you. I don't care. It doesn't matter, but we're not doing anything impartial or anything that anybody else in this motel is doing.
There's no reason to raise that tone with me because...
Well, there's no reason for you to accuse me, sir.
Well, I'm just telling you the situation, what we have here, and, just tell everybody to cool out. The party's over.
See, that's what I'm angry about, because there is nobody. There is no party.
Whether there is or whether there isn't, I'm receiving complaints, and I'm just telling you that, the party's over. Let's chill it out, or, someone's going to be out in the streets tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll probably be around here for about 6 months. But now, after this evening, I won't be here, nor if I can recommend my other compadres not to be here also, then that's what I'm going to do, because this is very bad publicity. I just,
Well, we don't want any publicity. We just...
Well, you'll
just
get it
want
now.
a quiet
You'll
hotel.
Get it now, and I'll make sure that everybody else knows that this is not the place to stay, because I've been falsely accused here, old boy, and I don't like it.
Well, I'm not accusing you personally of anything.
You rang the phone, didn't you?
Yes, well,
me over the phone,
I'm getting reports from other people. Maybe I should go check the situation out myself.
I think that's what you need to do. Come wake my partner up here, and I'm standing here.
No, I don't.
If
he's actually asleep, I don't want to wake him up, because he's not a problem if he's sleeping. But I'm just maybe I was out of line. Maybe I need to.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know damn well you were out of line, and before I leave from here tomorrow now, because I've not done anything wrong. Before I leave here tomorrow, I'm going to speak to your manager or somebody, or your corporate manager or somebody, and I'm going to stress this problem that has been brought to my attention that does not exist.
Okay, well...
I am 40 years old. I do not carouse and raise hell out in the streets. I do not do...
I don't know what the situation is.
Well,
I just got here.
I'm telling you what the situation is, young man. And I'm telling you right here and now that I have not been a problem in this establishment. Now, and as I said, I'm going to bring it to somebody's attention tomorrow. I don't like this being accused at 10:45 of me fixing to go to bed and being in my underwear for God's sakes 2-3 hours. Now that is a problem right there.
Well, we get some strange situations going on here in the hotel, and
well,
I don't know who to believe sometimes.
I'm a well-paying, cash-paying type guest, and so are a lot of my compadres. And I've been falsely accused, and I just didn't appreciate being called this time of evening, complaining that I've been running up and down the halls, raising all manners of heck, and that's not true.
Well,
I haven't been out of this room in 3 hours.
I'll check it out with my security, and if there hasn't been a problem, then we'll apologize to you in the morning. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll expect an apology, by God, and I will have to confer with somebody else because I haven't even been out of this room. Now I'm angry about it, and I'm very angry that I've been disturbed at this time of the evening and have been subjugated to this kind of abuse.
Well,
I don't appreciate it.
You got to understand the situation I'm coming from. We get a lot of strange situations here at the motel, and sometimes I just don't know who to believe.
Well, I'll tell you what. You send your security officer around, but don't be knocking on the door because, like I said, my buddy's been asleep. I'm leaving in the morning. I'm from out of town. It wasn't my choice to be up here, but I chose this place because I thought it would be quiet and out of the way. And people wouldn't be running up and down the damn hall raising all manners.
Somebody is running down the hall. I don't know. Apparently it's not coming from your room, but it's coming from somewhere, and I'm going to have to find out because we
can't stop it. Because I don't want to be around that kind of environment, and I am not that kind of environment. And as I said before, now maybe this is a misunderstanding, but and if you put yourself in my shoes, I got a family, I got a wife and kids in town, 185 miles away from here. Now, I'm not up here of my choice, okay? So, believe me, at 40 years old, I'm not out in the streets going to the dollhouse, okay? You follow me? I'm not raising any sorts of hell, and I really don't appreciate it. Now, there could be other persons involved.
If you are on,
telling me about.
If you are on hallucinogenic drugs or something, you need to get help.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call a Budweiser hallucinogenic drugs. But I don't appreciate being accused of anything. Now, you just send your man on by, but don't knock on the door, because it is kind of late in the evening.
Okay, well, we'll deal with this as we see fit.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to do, but I'm telling you, I don't appreciate it.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah.